welcome back to today's questions. Today we're going to cover Alfred Wenger and his theory about continental drift and Pangea. But first, before we decide if these theories are right, we have to dive into the theories themselves. So his first theory is the beaches. So if we take a look at North America, we can see that this beach could fit into Europe. And same thing with Australia, Africa, and Antarctica's beaches. Next theory is the mountains. He found mountains in Australia, Africa, North America, Antarctica, and Europe that have similar things, such as the mountain's altitude makes it very hard to breathe. It might have it might be very steep, and the altitude makes breathing very hard. Or mountains could be the exact opposite. The next theory is fossils found in some different same species in different countries. So as in North America, we can find a dinosaur similar to one up here in Antarctica. Now, he believed that these species couldn't have flown or couldn't have swam that far because it's almost 25,000 kilometers between North America and Antarctica. So his theory is this: Pangea. Pangea is a giant supercontinent with all of these continents that we know pushed together. Of course, this is not very accurate. I will throw something very accurate up on the screen now. But why I think he is wrong is because his theories have little to no evidence. First, indentions because of separation. So let's say Australia goes to Africa to make Pangea. Well, if Australia was trying to move, just like Newton's law says, something in motion would stay in motion. If Australia was moving slowly at the beginning, it would start to pick up speed, then go quickly and quickly and quickly, and then finally hit Africa, leaving an indention in where Australia had hit Africa. Same thing with North America, Antarctica, Europe. And my next theory on why he is wrong is because animals could have morphed into new species. So let's take D equals dinosaur. So if D equals a dinosaur, and there's a dinosaur here, I believe that this dinosaur could have new DNA. Let's just pretend that's not there. Could have new DNA and morph into a dinosaur with wings or with feet, with paddles, and have gone all the way North America to Antarctica, or Australia to Africa, or North America to Europe. Now I'm going to bring in my co-host, James Day, to see and tell us why Alfred Wenger is right. I will be back in a little bit. Alright, hello folks. Today we're going to be talking about why Alfred Wenger is right. I believe Alfred Wenger is right because of my first theory. The continents didn't go fast. They were slow. They did not keep moving quicker and quicker and quicker. It's like when you go to the beach. You see all those waves come in and they hit the beach, and then they pull the sand out of where they hit. So it kept doing that for millions of years. And then finally, once that was done, and it was just a floating island, a giant floating island, it went and it traveled all the way, very, very slowly, over millions and millions of years, all the way to its final destination. Not quickly. It took millions of years to get there. Next, in his evidence, he said that dinosaurs can morph. Dinosaurs only were on this earth for about 14 million years to 12 million years. So that means means that these dinosaurs had to take a really quick process of speeding up into the flying dinosaurs or the webbed finger and feet dinosaurs to swim. It takes a long time for DNA to travel from a certain point to something else. It takes millions, maybe even billions of years to do that. I mean, it took billions of years for plants to be created on Earth, so it would take even longer for dinosaurs and other species to do it. So, and I also support this theory because it is 25,000 kilometers from North America to Antarctica. And I don't think any species on the Earth could go 25,000 kilometers without having to stop and rest, stop and eat food, stop and get a drink, something like that. So that's why I think that Alfred Wegener is right. And his final thing that I'm going to talk about today is the mountain theory. Now, the mountain theory, as we talked about earlier, there was mountains that could be found in Australia, Africa, North America, Antarctica, and Europe that have similar things like, for example, maybe a steep mountain and high altitude, making it even harder to breathe. Or maybe the exact opposite, a low cliff and a easier chance to breathe. Now, I believe that Alfred Wegener is right because of these, and this is my evidence to back him up. You should believe that too, because Alfred Wegener is right, and now there's even more evidence to support his theory. Back in the 1920s, Alfred Wegener was considered insane due to his evidence being a little bit wild. But now we can truly tell that his evidence is correct, and that is why. Thank you for listening and tuning in to Day's questions. I couldn't get that out of my mouth. Day's questions, and I will see you on the next episode. Thank you and goodbye.